All right, load up. Let's let this go. Looks like this one's safe. He's got about 105 yards to go here. Ooh, this guy's making the putting easy on himself at least. That was a great approach shot. Nicely done. Nice shot. That'll do. This one's around 15 feet away. And this one starts off straight enough and then heads to the right, I think. Well, didn't quite get there, did it? All right, he's got this putt for the bird. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. And tapping in for par. Okay, 1 under par on your round. Okay, par 3 here on the 6th. And they're choosing the 6 iron here. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Oh man, heading to the bunker. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Okay, throw that wedge away and grab your putter. We're on. If you still want to save that par, this is the time to do it. You need this to go. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. That's what we needed in there for par. He's got a 9-footer here. Ooh, right by. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And that will go. That'll bring your score up to 1 under par. The 7th hole is upon us. And that was a tee shot. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, second shot for him on this one. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. And this one coming out of the deep rough. Setting up with a sandy old lie. All right, out of that bunker, onto the green, let's go. And he's putting this one for birdie. This putt's about 6 feet. He managed to bring things down to 2 under after that one. Okay, have a good tee shot here on the 8th hole. We have a par 4 ahead of us. This one might roll into the rough. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. All right, second shot on the 8th. All right, nicely done. You're on the green with a long putt in your future. And from here, he's looking at about 180 yards to the pin. All right, if you can get this to go, it's worth celebrating. We'll put it that way. This one's way out there. Let's see what goes down. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. From there, fine effort. Okay, this is his birdie putt. All right, starting this one way outside the left of the hole. Just 4 feet left on this one. If he sinks this, he's got par. And the putt drops. Okay, checking in here. 2 under par for the day. All right, here we go. 9th hole, par 4. Good shot. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. This one's going to get sandy. And he's in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens. And from the sand, I don't think this has enough though. Okay, hole number 9, shot number 2. Let's see what you got. That should do nicely. Sinking this will take you to 3 under. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, so close. Six-foot putt for him. Okay, this putt's for your par. And nice putt. Let's move on. And currently sitting at 2 under par. Okay, teeing up now on the 10th hole. Oh my goodness, you hammered it. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Okay, out of the rough, and this might not be enough. And this one's about 140 yards or so to the pin. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. Oh, almost in there. And from the green side bunker. Oh, almost in the bucket. All right, let's see how this one goes from way, way out. Starting this out to the right, should come back. Not a bad result from that distance. And with this putt, you could save par. Good luck. And now this from 4 feet. And you're 2 under par for the round. And the 11th is a par 3. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. Okay, second shot on the 11th. And this will be his second shot. All right, you've got this for bogey. And here is his putt to save par. And 1 under after that one. And the 12th hole is a par 4. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Oh, you hit that one well. And this one is around 80 yards from the pin. Well, you had that one dialed in, didn't you? You could go to 2 under with this putt right here. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Great way to bounce back. Nice birdie on this one after that bogey on the last. And this putt from 10 feet. And I think this one's breaking to the left. And after that, you're 2 under. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole. Oh my goodness, absolutely hammered that one. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Oh boy, this one's heading for the sand. And what will go down here? He's in the sand. This is what our third shot's looking like. And yeah, that was a greasy lie in the bunker. A lot of work left to do still, though. This one might be coming up short out of the sand. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. Well, this has my attention. Oh, that's too bad. And here we go. This is his par putt. Alrighty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole. All right, that one's down. Now let's take a look at the scorecard. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Here we go. Now, the 14th hole. This one's a par 4. Tee shot's looking nice here. All right, let's see how he does. And he might roll this into the rough. Oh, and that one just barely makes its way into the second cut. And he managed to hold on to the fairway. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. Sink this and you get down to 3 under par. This putt's breaking just a smidge to the left. This putt's tracking. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. All right, give this a little tap and we can move on. And tapping that one in. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. And now the 15th hole. This one is a par 4. Well, you put a nice swing onto that one. Look at you, just absolutely hammering that. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Okay, we were about 205 to the pin from here. And your approach is heading right at the pin. All right, here's his second shot. And here we go, this one for birdie. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Starting this one out pretty good. Still on line. Come on, get down in the hole. Oh my, it doesn't go down. This putt is insanely long. It's stressful just watching him set this up, really. This one's way out to the right. Let's watch it turn. Oh, it's going right by. He's got a 3-footer here. All right, here we go. Give a tap and we'll head on to the next. Okay, now let's take a peek at our scorecard, see what that's saying. And currently sitting at 2 under par. Here we go on hole number 16. There we go. Great contact. And yet another green in regulation for you. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Ooh, he almost drops it in there with the chip. Sink this, you can move down to 3 under. This one starts off pretty straight and then should turn to the left. Oh, it's getting there. And that drops for your 4th birdie of the day. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And there we go. And now for the par 4, 17th. Woo! Look at that thing go. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. And he's got around 145 yards to the pin from here. Taking this one with the 9-iron. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. Well, that's too bad. Pretty sure you weren't planning on that. That's okay. Great chip shot there. Pure. That's pure. This is a 9-foot putt. Just a tap. All right, tapping that one in for par. Moving on. Currently 3 under par for the day. And now the 18th hole. This one's a par 5.
All right, last hole on a good score. So see if we can keep it together.
Here we go. Let's let this one go. That'll do nicely. Okay, we're about 250 to the pin.
Don't get it on the green. Hold left, please hold left. Not bad.
I'll take that.
It's okay. And then up and down.
And here we go. This is his second shot.
You go for it. You're going to get a lucky bounce. Well, you're going to get a kick. Here he goes, look. That stays on the green. He's got a nightmare of a putt. Back and forward.
Okay, he did stick the green. Nowhere close to the hole, but you know, that's a green. Oh, this might go down. Come on. Okay, there you go. And this fella has left himself quite a bit of work to do. This is like a week's worth of work he's left for himself, it feels like.
So it's a good effort, though. Brilliant putt, mate. Brilliant putt.
That's not a bad effort. He's got 3 feet to go. And he's all done. All right, here's the tap. This one's just a short putt, but I think it's going to the right. And today you get to finish your round with the birdie. That's a great way to do it, I think. All right, that's going to be a 4-under for you today. Well, might as well get on my way here. I had fun with you today. Hopefully we'll see you real soon.
Thanks for watching.